Okay, we are live on YouTube. Let's confirm what I can see. Let's see what I can see. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Let's be sure that we can see. Let's check. Let's check. Can we see? Oh, YouTube live. Okay. Let's go check. Okay, just based on our groups. After let's start recording. That's the Zoom. Okay, so we are counting down 50 seconds to go. As I begin to welcome. Yeah, thank you. So yes, you can see Salom, thank you. Salom, Tunde, thank you. You can see Romano, thank you. Bondo, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us all over the world. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. Lagos time. Lagos time, please. So now the hour has come, as you see from here. So it's my pleasure to welcome you in the name of Jesus Christ. And thank God for helping us thus far in ASMN 3.0 that started. This is the third episode. So episode 1, we started 26th of May was the kickoff. Episode 2 was last Sunday, which was great. And there we talked about grants. We had Dr. Judith as our, let me just put there. So I'm your host, Osabohien. It's a privilege to be your host. Yeah, so this is the outline we'll be running with. To the glory of God, episode 1 was great. The one was great, and we had the settings of stage. And in case you miss it, please, it's on YouTube. So this is a link on YouTube. And for all those who are actively participating, after each episode, we normally give an exercise. So exercise 1 is for episode 1 is on Google. This is the link to it. And each of if we click the link, we'll put the recorded session on YouTube. I can also go to YouTube and watch. And we recommend that before you do any exercise, is needful that you go through the video again so you can refresh your mind what we have discussed in the class, and also have a have a very good better understanding. Okay, and thankfully one of these one of the key features of this ASMN 3.0 is that you can see your score, so you can assess how far you are progressing. But today, last count we checked, only about 56 people have done exercise 1. For exercise 2, this is the link where you need this is the link to the exercise, and also on the link to you can access the video where we had Dr. Judith last Sunday. Last one was great as a facilitator, and I want to check as well today. Only about 35 persons have done exercise 2. So I want to re-emphasize that one of the things we did when we're undergoing online pedagogy is that one of the key ways to ensure that the learning is taking place is to give exercises. So exercises are very important. So let's take it is in case you want to get a certificate at the end of this boot camp training for after 5 episodes. Normally, at the last day, episode 5, which will be on the 23rd of June, is where we issue certificates to those who meet the requirements. And one of the things is that you done the exercises, and then for this ASMN 3.0, you also were signing for ASMN Premiership. So these are things. So if in case you want to get certificates, which will carry the logo for our partners, I encourage you to just click on this link here for exercise 1, link here exercise 2. Thanks to those who have done it for episode 1. Exercise 1, 6 persons have done it. For episode 2, 35 persons have done it. No, it's quite encouraging. So we can do better. Those who are yet to do their own, you are highly encouraged to get that done, and you'll be glad you did. Now, we are now diving into episode 3, which is helpful tips or nuggets on publishing in global and reputable outlets. We have right there in the house, Dr. Romanus, joining us only from Malaysia, and as we show in his profile shortly, Malaysia is almost like 7 hours ahead of Nigeria, so they are actually at midnight up here. Yeah, 6 plus 7 is, I mean, that's like almost like 1 a.m. So it's a huge sacrifice he's doing, and we appreciate that a lot. So next week we'll go on with episode 4 and then finally episode 5. So follow us as we journey along. I want to also reemphasize that with this mentorship nature nurture cycle, what we are doing in ASMN anchored by DIaDeRC is to give you platform. So like we said that the mentee remains the pilot, or the captain, the by the captain while we are. So your engagement, your active participation, what will determine the outcome at the end of it. So we encourage you to bear with us. You can be very demanding. I know we are giving you exercises, we are giving you updates here and there. So this is what's their own. Yes, we want you to excel. That's our goal. And like we have seen some of the testimonials from the past episodes, your testimonies are actually our scorecard. So please let's put in more strength, more energy, and more vigor. You'll be glad you did. Together we can change the narrative, which is our goal, by making Africa to be an upload continent, more like the download continent that we have been labeled, which is what we are pushing on as a DIaDeRC, to use knowledge to transform lives. And this, I want to also emphasize, somebody asked a question last week or last episode. I said, at what point should I start writing? And anyway, whatever you are now, I said that once you have done BSc research project, you have the rudiments of research. So in that case, you start with the research consumption, so you can have your research or academic adaptation, and then you move on to publish writing, which will give you academic or research visibility, and then you stay on that place for some time. You can go to what I call the knowledge moderation, which will move you to research or academic stability, and then you need integrity to stand firm. And if you can move forward further and stay long, you can now go on to what I call a knowledge stimulation, which can lead to what I call the academic or research immortality. And our speaker today, New York Man, I think he came to academic 2018, barely 5 years, and now he's editing a book as a sole editor, probably by CEPDeR, was one of the most renowned. So he will show us his secrets. How come? As me, it took me like almost like 10 years, but it's taking him like 5 years. So some can be deaf and retire and not get to this stimulation. Okay, so it's not about the age, it's not about time, it's about you and you and you. Okay. So again, this is a reminder for the call for action. Our SME premium that we've launched in IEPRe, and I want to mention that by end of June, we will close this first call. So we can now begin to take this first set. So the first set is for this quarter, IEPRe. Those are signing from IEPRe to June. And I want to know that as of today, close to 15%, 60% have signed in. So I want to encourage this. If you're on this call, you want to sign in, just click on the SME Premium on our website here, and then you sign up. It's quite easy to do. Whatever you are in the world, you can pay online through your card, through the Flutterwave, or you can do bank transfer. So by end of June, we will close this first window, and then we'll open the other window, and by next quarter, and of course, you can be sure that the terms may differ, because we are not having a SME 3.0 then, we have other programs. And I normally sample this lady. The very first day we publish it, that was the first day she signed in. I must appreciate her. I think she's on this corner, Dr. Yemisi Adeleke, for believing in us and also for being passionate. And I want to also make sure that those who already signed in as SME Premium, they're already on their own Premium group, and a lot of collaboration are there, and a lot of what I call the closed calls are shared there. So you're already missing out. So the earlier the better. But just be reminded that by end of June, we'll close the first call, and the next call will come out in July. So we want to do it by quarterly basis. So okay, we want to do proper accounting also provides what I call the enough mentorship that we want to do. And like we mentioned in the video on this link is that we are trying to separate the disciples from the multitudes. In other words, so we can serve our community better. Okay. Well, so without wasting more time, almost done with my welcome remark as I welcome Mr. Tad to introduce our next speaker who will take it over from here. I will come back later on to give us acknowledgement and all that. So, Mata, please over to you. Let's introduce our speaker. Thanks a lot. And once again, welcome and God bless you.
Thank you, Professor Evans. Quickly, I want to say welcome to episode 3 of ASMN 3.0. And our facilitator for today is Dr. Romanus Osabohien. He is a postdoctoral research fellow at the National Energy University, Malaysia. He leads the publication unit at DIaDeRC and is a research fellow at CEPDeR, Covenant University, Ota, Nigeria. He lectured at Covenant University from 2018 to 2023, where he obtained his MSc and PhD. He has executed funded projects, including a research linkage program between Covenant University, Witten-Erdek University, Germany, funded by the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation. B, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD project in the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. He is currently undertaking a project funded by Dato Lo Tok Kwang International Energy Transition Grant. He has co-edited 2 books, notably published by Emerald, Routledge, Taylor, and Francis Group. He is currently editing a book, Energy Efficiency in Critical Times, Security, Economics, and Transition, under the watch of Elsevier. He is an author, reviewer, and editorial board member for rated journals such as Elsevier Economic Session. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome Dr. Romanus Osabohien for his presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Tat. If you can hear me, shout DIaDeRC.
DIaDeRC.
DIaDeRC,
Yeah.
can hear you, sir.
DIaDeRC.
Thank you.
DIaDeRC.
Thank you, everybody, for making our time to join. First of all, I appreciate the management team of DIaDeRC, led by the visionary Professor Evans Osabohien. In fact, I can't write model of my life without Professor Evans, a constant variable. You know, an economist, there's some model you model. For example, if you are modeling growth, there's some variable you cannot include like labor. So Professor Evans in my life is like a constant variable. I appreciate other member team of DIaDeRC, the publication unit, research unit, media team, among others. And for you for making that time to join, I appreciate your time. And I promise you your time will not be a wasted one. Thank you for joining once again. Thank you. Can you see my slide?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Today we'll be discussing on how to publish in reputable outlets. So I'm not teaching, we are discussing, so I'm just leading the driving stage. So discussing on how to publish in reputable outlets. Okay, this is just the outline. First, we'll be looking at the overview of the academia duties. What are the duties of academia? Then we'll be delving into publications, basic publication question. Then we'll be doing some gymnastics on using some website, including Scopus and Web of Science. And then we'll wrap up with a conclusion. First of all, the overview of the duties of the academia. So basically, the duties of academia surround within 4 scopes. First, the administrative duty, the teaching, the community service, and research. Just before we start properly, I want us to rank this for in order of priority. Which one do you think, according to you, should take the first one? Which one is more important to you? You can put your answer in the chat box. Let's see, which one do you think is more important to you as an academic? Is it administrative? Is it teaching? Is it community service? Or is it research? Which one do you think is more important to you? Let's see, let's put our Let's put our answer in the chat box. Which one do you think is more important to you? D. Oh, somebody's saying D. Oh, D. Research. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Patience is your research. Thank you. Damilola Olanipo. Thank all. Wow. Richard, thank you. Research. Community service. Olamide. Thank you. I'll go. Dr. Olamide, what do you think is community service? All. Oh. Ifaka is saying all. What do you think is community service? Can we give reason? What do you think is research? What do you think is community service? Oh, Michael Young, say research. Professor Michael, thank you. Research and teaching, thank you. It's like we have more research. Can we give brief explanation? What do you think is community service? Dr. Olamide, please. I think you are the only one that is saying community service. Okay. Okay, because of community impact. Thank you very much. Of course, impact is very important. Research is used for promotion. Dr. Yemisi, for promotion, just for promotion. After promotion, what's next? Thank you. Okay, now, okay, thank you all for your candid opinion. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I'll just try to take some of them. I hope time permits. So we'll try to take them one by one. The administrative. So this duty, number one duty, administrative, most of us don't actually take it serious, or maybe we are not aware that it's part of our service. This includes maybe attending meetings, administrative position, maybe for HOD, deans of college, directors, another administrative position that will take entrance exam, university functions, prayer meeting, and so many other functions administrative. This also forms as a core duty of the academia. Then teaching, this is where most of us take serious. And I'll tell you something, your duty here, your teaching, if you focus more on teaching, your glory ends within the classroom. For example, I'll bet you 98% of your students will forget you after graduation. And most times, some will remember you when they need reference letter. They will remember you only when they need reference letter. Aside that, you have forgotten. So if you focus more on teaching, your glory ends within the school premises. Sometimes some of my students will come in, sir, I'm trying to apply for so this, I need the reference list. I'll begin to dig through my memory lane. I've not met this, I'll just reply, please, I can't even recall. That means after graduation, what next? So your glory ends. So this includes teaching and evaluation. That means you teach, you conduct continuous assessment, exam and text, you give assignment, you mark, you follow up, you present your result at the department, you HOD and go and speak BB grammar. HOD will tell you, no, this result, why do they fail too much or why do they pass too much? Don't you know they are paying school fees? Go and adjust your result. Then after that, the HOD goes to the college to present the departmental result. And they go and speak big grammar, spend hours in board meeting. And after that, maybe the dean goes to the Senate meeting to present the results from each college. Then teaching also include mentorship. That is in local parenting, following up the student. Because some students, their learning ability differs. So learning ability across students differs. So you have to follow up your student. In fact, chase them. If you work in student affairs, you have to be chasing students up and down to see they relate information back to their parents, reporting, and also reporting to the school management. Sometimes you'll be a level advisor. I remember serving as a level advisor at Governor University. So you have to follow up with the student. The student advise them, tell them what to do. I bring so many problems. I try to provide solution to them. Then the next question I will ask, where does supervision fall in? Is it teaching or is it research? Supervision, that is the supervision of student projects. Maybe you supervise a BSc, supervise MSc, supervise PhD, postdoctoral fellowship. Where does supervision fall in? Is it research or teaching? Let me have your opinion. Supervision, is it research or teaching? Please let me have first your opinion. Supervision, is it research or teaching? Research, oh, someone is saying research. Dr. Ifak, I say both. Dr. Isaac, research, thank you. Both. Okay, both, Richard, both. Please let me have your opinion on supervision of student, undergraduate, postgraduate, postdoctorate. No, at the level of postdoctorate, it's no longer teaching. I think it's at that level is purely research. Okay, everybody seems to be saying both. Okay, Dr. Ajola, thank you, both. Oh, Salome, teaching, thank you. Okay, Bondo say it falls under teaching primarily, but research secondary. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Dr. Ofa, say research. Oh, thank you. All right, to me, I think it falls within the scope of the both. It can be research. It can be teaching. It depends. At the level of undergraduate, I think it's more of teaching because you have to put them through. But at the level of postgraduate, I thank God during the years I spent in Covenant University, the first year I supervised 2 students. When I'm supervised, what I do is to make sure I dedicate my time for the student, especially when it has to do with methodology. I have to sit down. The first year I supervised 2 students, and I make sure, because I tell my student after graduation, there's no reward for me because you are not being paid for teaching, for supervising you. So what I do to make sure that this project manifests into publication. So at first year, I supervised 2 students, and I published 2 papers in high impact journal from the project. Second year, I supervised 3 students. I published from the project as well. The third year and the fourth year, I published 5 papers from 1 student. I had 1 student that was very good, and 5 papers from the student. Okay, move to the third one, which is community service. Community service is also part of our duty as academia. This includes you serve as an advisory board member to address community service. I remember that Prof is a board member to Covenant Microfinance Bank, which is one of ways to serve as community service. You volunteer to speak at local schools. You participate in career fairs. You collaborate with local businesses, organizations, and projects. Those projects. So it's very important that in a community where you work, the community should feel your impact. So your duty does not end in the classroom, but the community should be able to feel your impact. So the last one, research, I purposely put research, the last one, because to me, research, I think it should be number 1, because research to me is more important. Like I said, administration, your glory ends within the school premises. For teaching, your glory ends in the classroom. Your students will only remember you only when they need reference later. After graduation, that is all. They are not on UNITEN. It's only when they need reference later they even remember I know this guy. For community service, for the community to feel your impact, but the one that will sell you to the global community is research. So for community service, your glory ends within the sphere of the community you live in or you work in. But for research, your glory is limitless. Research, the duty as a researcher include publication, includes conferences attendance, seminars, collaboration, networking, partnership, grants, fellowship. So these are basically the duties of researcher, and that's what we'll be looking at. That's what we'll be looking at today. We are looking at how to publish in reputable journals, not publishing, but publish original publication in reputable journals. Now, let's properly delve into our work for today, publication. How do we publish? What are the essence of publication? Every school I go now, publication, you must publish. I'm sure we have heard about this slogan, perish, publish or perish. The first slogan I heard when I started my career as a researcher was this slogan: either you publish or you perish. As time begins to unfold, I began to understand what this statement means. Even the Bible validates this. And if you look at Luke 2:34, the Bible speaks, say, Behold, you see this chart is set for the rise and fall of many. This happened when Joseph and Mary went to dedicate Jesus at the temple. And the prophet looked at them. They were expecting big blessing for the prophet. And the prophecy, you see this chart. Behold, is set for the rise of many. As also publication is set for the rise. And if well done for the rise, and if you do it not according to the ethics, it can be for the fall. So I'll tell you an example. So I'll tell you how the publication can be a rise and at the same time, how it can lead to a fall. If you look at the fall here, the fall or stagnation, for example, if you break the ethical rules in publication, it can lead to a fall. Your career can be crumpled. For here, I put Prof experience. I will show you, I will share this experience. The very first, very funny experience, and many of you would like to hear that kind of experience. This paper here, Innovation in Saving Behavior and Agricultural Business Support for Women, the Ghana Boss Model. This is a paper led by Dr. Karakara, co-authored by Prof, me, and one other guy. So it happened in 2021 that this paper, after we finished the paper, did everything, did the feedback, did the analysis, majorly done led by Dr. Karakara in Ghana. We did everything. So, and Prof submitted this paper to a conference in the UK in 2021, and the paper was accepted for presentation. And Prof was also invited as a guest speaker and panel chair for that conference in the UK. And Prof went to the UK to present this paper I'm telling you about, this paper. And during the presentation, as Prof was presenting, not knowing that somebody was screenshotting the slide and the paper. And when Prof came back and came to the office and on a Monday like this, Prof just shouted, Romanus, Dr. Ofa, both of you should come here. I said, Dr. Ofa, Prof doesn't call us like this. So what is happening? Both of us just ran to a meeting. Prof, what is happening? What's the problem? I said, do you remember the people I went to, there were people that I went to present in the UK? I said, yes, now. I'm just even licking the chocolate that you brought. The chocolate was still in my hand. He said, I just got a notification that the paper is already published. I said, what? How managed? Did you give anybody the paper? How come it's published? He opened the portal and saw us at the paper is already published. There's nobody that has access to the paper except me, Karakara. Only 3 of us have access to the paper. How come it's published? They will now say, okay, download the paper, let's see. He downloaded the paper, and we saw the counter detail of the authors. And we saw the email is there. The phone number was even there. I said, okay, let's write to the authors and see what happened. So we now wrote to the authors. We now wrote to the corresponding author. The phone number was there. Now we now contacted person. Luckily, just within few hours, the person responded. I was said, how did you get access to this paper? And he said, yeah. He was serious. He was just started saying, sorry. It was not intentional. It was not intentional. That was not the question they asked you. How did you get access to the paper? The person now confessed that he went to the conference in the UK, and he was one that reviewed the paper, and he actually liked the paper. So you like the paper, you probably, I said, Prof, what are you going to do? Okay, let's tell the person to withdraw the paper first. After that, we decide what to do. And the person wrote to the journal, and the paper was retracted. I said, Prof, what next? Let's write to the VC of the school. Let's copy the dean, all the deans of the colleges. Let's copy the director, the HOD. In fact, I told the Prof, I even have a friend at that university. Let me call my friend at that university and report to this person. The person was just pleading. Say, how can somebody travel from Africa to the UK to go and steal somebody's paper? So he liked the paper because the paper even won the best presenter of that conference. So the person started begging. I said, I was just disturbing Prof, just leave this matter for me. We can cash out with this matter. And this is enough to end somebody's career. Prof said no. When I was praying, the Holy Ghost said, I said, okay, no one Prof mentioned the Holy Spirit, you keep quiet. I said, no, but that was how the matter ended. And the paper was retracted. That singular act alone is enough to terminate somebody's career. Ethical rules, breaking ethical rules, plagiarism of all forms can terminate somebody's career. We have heard about some cases where PhD have been withdrawn because of issue of plagiarism. So one publication is not done ethically, it can be a fall to someone's career. And again, if you are not publishing, it can lead to a stagnation. There are some journals, you dare not change authorship after submission. Some journals like Emirate, you dare not change authorship. So they believe that issue of authorship is a strong ethical issue. So then once a paper is submitted, you don't alter the authorship. If you want to alter the authorship, you have to write to the chief editor. You have to give approval for the authorship to be changed. Otherwise, it will be considered an ethical issue. Then again, moving to the right, how does publication can lead to right? I have two pictures here. I have one, this picture with, this is the VC of Covenant University. It happened that when I was in Covenant University, this Covenant University has the SDG champions. So I think Covenant University focused publication on the 17th SDGs. So what Covenant University in her wisdom does is that for each goal of the SDG, they appoint a researcher, and that researcher will be the one that has published #1 in that goal. So I happen to be the one in Covenant University to lead SDG 15 live online. So I was #1 then. So this is the award presented to me by the VC of Covenant University based on publication on SDG 15. Also, this is a book, what Prof was doing introduction is a book that is about to be released now on energy efficiency in critical times, security, economic and transition. This book, I was invited. If you look at it, I just screenshot and put the email here. It said, "Dear Dr. Osabohien, please allow me to introduce myself as blah, 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 blah. I recently came across your research via the article, Energy Sustainability, Energy Financing, and Economic Growth in Nigeria, and the International Journal of Energy, Economics and Policy. So I'm looking to develop new books, important topics and key innovation in energy policy and economics with leading researcher." So basically, this email invited me. So when I look at the email, I say, wow, this is Elsevier to lead the book. I just accepted the email. I proposed a topic. I submitted a proposal, gave it to Prof to edit and make contribution and submitted. Luckily for me, the proposal was accepted and I was invited to lead the book. And for those who submitted, and the book was, the call was advertised using the ASMN platform, and I appreciate for those who submitted and those who served as a reviewer. So I appreciate your effort. I appreciate your energy. Thank you. I'm looking forward to work with you again in the future. And also, this is another one. This one is ongoing now. I want you to, this one is on the DIaDeRC platform. You can also visit. This is another invitation as a result of publication. This one from the editor, Discover Sustainability, is in Web of Science and also on Scopus. The email is, I thought this email finds you well in good head. I'm Sebastian Zhang, a correspondent attorney with the Springer and Nature. I'm writing to inquire if you have had an opportunity to review my previous correspondence and if you've been interested in collaborating with Discover Sustainability. So when I saw this email, so I discussed with Prof, then we proposed a topic on agroecology and food sustainability. And I submitted a proposal, and the proposal was also accepted. For the special issue is ongoing, so you can check the website for the call and submit for the special issue. And also, these are the traders. There are many of them that time will not permit me to explain, and this slide will not be enough to contain many invitations. This one is from Helion. Helion is Elsevier, Scopus and Web of Science Q1. So this one from the chief editor says, "It's my pleasure to invite you to join the editorial team of Helion Business Economics." It's an associate editor with a focus on African economies. And this one comes with payment in hard currencies. If the payment I was receiving then as guest editor was higher than my salary where I was coming from. So this one, I'm still serving as a associate editor, and I've had the privilege to invite. So I invited some of the members to join me, which and they are also now the part of member. When they resume record, the chief editor will consult me and tell me, we are looking for people in Nigeria or Africa. Do you have anybody? I say, why not? Let me, I can recommend. So I recommend. So I recommended about 2-3 people who are also members of Helion now. So I appreciate the grace. Now, in research and publication, there are basic questions you must answer. I remember Dr. Judith last week was talking about why question. You know, in economics, every economic system must answer the basic economics question. Otherwise, the economy is not ready to move forward. Every economic system, whether traditional economic system, you must answer the basic question. What are the basic questions? What question? What to produce? How question? How to produce? And whom? To whom? So in traditional economic system, irrespective of the economic system, the main aim is for growth. In traditional economic system, you have to follow the traditions of the land, the rituals, the custom of the land, you have to follow it. The same thing in publication, you have to follow the custom and the ethics of publication. So there are basic questions you must answer, you must ask yourself and answer, which are called the WWH question, WWH question. So you must answer the why question. Why should I publish? Why publishing? Are you publishing for fun? For promotion, like somebody said, for promotion. Some people publish only when promotion is coming. I get worried when some guys come and say, Romanus, please, publication is coming June. Do you have any people that you can put my name? I say, what? Don't you know publication promotion will come one day? So why do you publish? Where to publish? When you have decided the reason you should publish, where do you publish? Do you just throw your paper anyhow? When to publish? At what time? I remember Pro saying that anybody that has BSc is a researcher. So when to publish? At what time should you publish? Does he have time? How to publish? How do you publish? So all these things will be unveiling these things, will reveal the reason why you should publish, and also where you should publish, what time you should publish, and how you should go about it. Now, just a brief exercise. Let's do a little exercise. This was a survey conducted by CEPDeR, two sections, 2005 and 2010, on different reasons why people publish. About 5 reasons. The first one, to further career prospects, to establish precedence and protect intellectual property. The third one, to ensure you receive recognition, to disseminate results and further knowledge, to secure funding for future. Now, to you, which publishing objectives are most important to you? Which one do you think is more important? Let me have your opinion. Which publishing objective do you think is more important? Let me harvest your opinion. Which one do you think? Are you publishing because you want to grant? Which publishing objective? Are you publishing because of career growth? Are you publishing because you want to protect your intellectual property? Oh, thank you, Abu Abba Kazim, to receive recognition. Thank you. To disseminate result attack. Thank you. Joshua Isaac, to foster career prospect. Thank you. Bonda, to disseminate results and further research. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So can I say
Yes.
that my objective is not here?
Okay.
Okay, drop your objective. That should be polemics.
Type it there, then
That's
during
your
Q&A,
objective.
you can now discuss it for us. That's good.
That is good. Thank you.
Want to hear that industry experience. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Dr. Judy Kubo, thank you to disseminate results and further knowledge. Thank you. Ifaka, thank you to disseminate results and further knowledge. Let's harvest your opinion. Please drop your opinion. Which one is more important to you? Thank you, Patient Ishola, to disseminate results and further knowledge. Thank you. Please, let's harvest your opinion. Which one is more important to you? Is it to further your career prospect? Is it to protect your intellectual property? Is it to ensure you receive recognition, like promotion, award, or have value to Jackpa? So you can actually use publication to jackpot like me. Please let's survey your opinions. Salome, thank you to further research and its new result. Oh, that means this survey actually represents the views of ASMN. Dr. Ponalus, you can drop your opinion and explain to us further during comment section, during Q&A. Ayotunde, thank you to disseminate results and further knowledge. Thank you. Please let's harvest your opinion. Okay, Dr. Polonus, thank you to solve social type problem. Thank you. This is from a industrial perspective. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Dr. Polonus, yes, I've seen your comment to solve societal problems. Thank you. All of the above. Dr. Lakpade. Okay, please rank them in order of priority. Which one do you think is the best there, Dr. Lakpade? Which one? I know they are all good, but which one do you think should be number one? Your main priority. Is it to further your career prospects? Is it to protect your intellectual property? To receive recognition? Maybe promotion is coming by July, so you want to publish so that you become essay. After that, you wait for the next 3 years when promotion will come. Is it that we ought to disseminate results? Further knowledge, disseminate results, that means you actually, Dr. Ponalus, when results is being disseminated, it actually contribute to the society and also solve societal problem. For example, the industry can pick my results from my publication and apply it. Can actually, I think that one fall within the scope of disseminating results and further knowledge. I think that is where the first thing. Okay, let's harvest your comments before we move further. Dr. Lakpade, can you please speak number one? Okay, okay, thank you to disseminate results and further knowledge. Thank you. I think that this is main goal of everyone. That means this survey actually represents the views. So this view is actually validated to ensure I receive recognition, to secure funding for further research. Okay, that's number one. Okay, this is the Professor Michael, you have reached the peak, so you are not actually worried about further knowledge. Okay, thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I appreciate all your comment. Thank you. So this survey, that is from our views now.
Yeah, Romanus, there's also some comments on YouTube. Maybe we can also check them out. Atat, can you look at?
Okay, please let the media help us.
Yeah.
Okay. From our YouTube page, Amechi Garo received recognition and foster career growth via local to protect intellectual property and gain recognition. Elizabeth Hilda to receive recognition. Ekane Mokon, all of the above, but specifically to further career prospects. Omoumi Dowu to receive recognition. That's all from YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dad. Okay, for what I can see, it means that this survey represents our view because I see larger proportion pick number 4 to disseminate results and further knowledge. Okay, thank you for your opinion. I appreciate your opinions. Let's move further. I hope I have enough time. Okay, where to publish now? We'll gradually dive into the main meat of this presentation. I've just put like a note of warning. I say by all means avoid predatory journals. It's better not to publish than to publish in predatory journals. So please, this is like a note of warning. It's better not to write at all, not to publish, than to publish in predatory journals. You know why? Because I have some of my friends will just tell me, Romanus, let's publish in this journal. I'll just tell this person, this journal will not take you to airport too. If you publish in this journal, it cannot take, there's some journal that will take you to airport and you enter flight. There's some journal that will not take you to Jure Junction. So please, by all means, let's try it and avoid predatory journals. Somebody will ask, what are predatory journals? How do you define predatory journals? We'll look at this as we proceed. So how do you define where to publish and how do you define peer-reviewed journals? Where to publish, the answer is simple, high impact journals. It's a simple answer. Where to publish high impact journals. Then how do you define high impact? How do you know that a journal is high impact? The high impact journal is defined that like high impact journals are prestigious academic publications that have a significant influence within your respective field. Like for example, in social science, economics, and development, that high impact journals will be looking at those impacts. Now, the easiest way to avoid prestigious journals, one of the easiest way to avoid prestigious journals, publish with top publishing agency. For example, I put them as good publishers, like number one, Elsevier. If you publish here, the probability of you escaping prestigious journals is very high. The likelihood is very high. Emerald, if you publish with Emerald, the likelihood of escaping prestigious journals is very high. Taylor and Francis, Springer, CEPDeR, Wiley, there are so many others. But if you publish with this guy, I'll show you the likelihood of you escaping prestigious journals is very high. Some of them, also some example of good journal outlets, good outlets, published in ABS. ABS is Association of Business School. I will advise if you are aiming to go to UK one day as a researcher, please focus on ABS journal. For those of us in social sciences, economics, finance, management, accounting, banking and finance, social sciences, if you are aiming to go to UK as a researcher, because they will assess your output based on ABS, Association of Business School. And ABS has different rank. It can be 4-star, it can be 3-star. 4-star is the highest, followed by 3-star, 2-star. If you cannot grab 4-star, if you cannot grab 3-star, if you cannot grab 2-star, at least grab 1-star. You know you are starting from them. And also publish with ABDC. ABDC is Australian Business Council. If you are aiming to go to Australia to work as a researcher, please focus on, I will assure you, I promise you, 90% of journals in ABS are in ABDC, and they are in Scopus and also in Web of Science. 90%, above 90%, if not that, of the journals in ABS are in Scopus. The ABDC, if you are, as I said, if you are aiming to go to Australia, because this is recognized by us majorly by Australia, then ABDC can be A-star. You have, this is the way it's been ranked. A-star is the highest, followed by A, B, and C. If you cannot grab A-star, just grab A. If you cannot grab A, grab B. If you cannot grab B, grab C. Just make sure by all means grab something. Then you can also publish in the Web of Science. Most 99% of journals in ABS are in ABDC. They are in Web of Science and they are in Scopus. In Scopus have Web of Science, number 3 now, Web of Science. Web of Science has different categories. SSCI, those of us in social sciences, SSCI, that is Social Science Citation Index. For those in science, you have Science Citation Index. Then you have emerging source. There are those in engineering, they also have Engineering Village. Those in arts and humanity, AHCI, arts and humanity. And unlike Scopus, Web of Science ranks using JCR, Journal Citation Report, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If you cannot get Q1, get Q2. If you cannot get Q2, get Q3. If you cannot get Q3, get Q4. At all costs, get something. The Scopus, the one that is very popular and common and relatively easier compared to other ones, Scopus. Scopus, we'll be looking at Scopus pages, Scopus page. Scopus ranks Q1, Q2, Q1 from 75% and above, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So if you cannot publish in Q1, get Q2. If you cannot get Q2, get Q3. If you cannot get Q3, get Q4. So we'll be doing some, so we'll visit some website to see how to know the percentile of the journal and how to know if the journal is indexed in the database or not. So I will just share my browser. We'll visit this link. You can walk along with me So I will open my browser now. Okay, this is my browser. Hope you can see my browser. If you can see, shout
Yes.
at me.
Yes, we can see it.
If, for example, if I want to check if a journal is a Scopus, what is the percentage of the journal? I want to check. You can do so many things on the Scopus page. So many things. You can check the university. What's the publication growth rate of the university? What is the publication growth rate of this guy? So I'll just say Scopus from the link I posted on the slide, Scopus.com. I'll just click on Scopus.com. Yeah, it's opening. So this is Scopus page. It depends on what you are looking at. If you are looking for a document, you want to see that the document is on Scopus, you go to document. If you want to look at the author, for example, if you are the HOD, you want promotion is coming, you want to access your faculty members, their publication, you want to score them. So you click on the author. Let me use myself. You click on the surname here. My surname Osabuohien. The first name Romanus. So I'll click here. Let me see if Romanus has published on Scopus since he joined academy. Now it opens. Now click on Romanus here. Yes, it should show you the affiliation of the researcher. It tell you the city and the country. Then it shows you the ROCD. It shows you the number of citations in Scopus by the person. This one has 1,498. It shows the number of documents the person has published. It shows the H-index. Will not be going into details for this metrics. Now it show you out of this publication, it show you which one the performance of the researcher. If you look at here, percentage of lead authorship, 38%. Show the number out of the 120 published by this guy. How many of them is he the lead author? 38%, that is 28. It tell you feed weighted citation index. What is the citation index of each publication? It show you the percentage of lack authorship, 30%. Co-authorship, that if you are not, sometimes corresponding authors is counted as, in some cases, as a lead author. Co-author is that you are not the lead, you are not the last, you are just in between. So the co-author, how many publications has he as a single author? 1%. Now, if you want to go further to look at the all matrices, see other metrics, if this guy has worked, if you look at the collaboration, that means international collaboration, number of your co-authors outside your home country university. For example, if your affiliation is in a university, how many co-authors do you have that are not affiliated with Nigeria? So this is 35.2%. That means 35.2% of my co-authors are non-affiliated with Nigeria. Now, if you look at academic corporate collaboration, that means do you publish with non-academic? Are you just academic? The industrial corporation. So our advice, us as we are publishing with research, let's also collaborate with industrial experts. Those guys may not be able to do econometric analysis, but believe me, they will be able to take good stories, real stories during your methodology, during your conclusion, during your result, even at the background, you'll be able to tell good stories. So it's good, and it's also used for ranking, either for author as a researcher for the university. So here, this guy has scored 0. That means for all 120 publications, there's no industrial expert. Now, if you look at document in top journals, does this guy publish in top journals? That means document in top citation percentile. Here, he scored 53.8% of the document. That is 49 documents out of 120 are in top citation, good journal. Now, if you scroll down, you see document in top 25% journal, 35.1%. Document and feed weighted, that means citation, impact citation. What the rate of citation? Feed weighted citation index 2.47. So this is how you said if you are looking for somebody, but here we are not looking at researchers' performance, we are looking at how to know good paper on Scopus. So I'll just go to source. Yes. For example, I'm looking for a journal. I want to see if the journal is good. So if I have journal in mind, I have any journal. For example, I want to look at word development. Let's say, okay, what if I want to?
I think I'll also be trying it on our site. If you're using your laptop, or you can follow through with it's also on YouTube, so you can go to it over again. So this is actually the practical part of it. Somebody will be asking, how do we know the journal? So you can really put the journal name on the Scopus and see. So you can try it on your own. There's a journal you're looking at, try it out. But after the session, go to it over again on YouTube and you can practice on your own. Thanks a lot.
Prof, can you post the link on the chat so that they can?
Which link? The Scopus link.
The Scopus link or the link to the Scopus.
I'll copy that. Okay, I'll copy it on chat. Thank you.
That, okay. For example, if I want to look for a journal, I have a journal. Somebody recommend a journal to me. For example, word development. Let me go and look for word development and see, is it a good journal? I don't need to argue with anybody. I'll just come to my Scopus page and go and look for word. I don't need to drag. Okay, I have word development here. Okay, let me just, there are different ways you can search. You can search by title, by subject area. For example, in economics, if you want to know what are the top journals in Scopus in the field of economics, I'll just click on the subject area. If I know the title of the journal, I'll click on the title. If I know the publisher, Elsevier, I'll put Elsevier. You give me top Elsevier journals of Scopus. If I know the journal, I can search by ISSN, that means International Standard Serial Number. So I can also search, but I'll go with the title. Now I know the title of the journal I'm looking for. I'm looking for word development. I'll just type the title. Here I have word development. If you look at here, okay, let me just open word development. Yes. Hope you can see it properly. If you can see it properly, shout DIaDeRC.
DIaDeRC.
Now I have word development. You tell me, yes, currently covered by Scopus from 1973 to present, 2024, that's present. So this journal has been on Scopus right from time immemorial. It will tell you the publisher. Elsevier, I think is to me, number one publisher in the world. It tells you the publisher. It tells you, be very careful when you are searching. Some publisher can clone a journal, especially those guys from Asia, India, and China. They can clone a journal. You think that it's the same journal and you publish it, your money will be gone. Then it will show you the area, which area, because each journal has its own area of scope. For example, you check the subject area, this journal, word development, social sciences, under social sciences, sociology and political science. Social sciences development, anything development, economics, finance, those on development, social sciences, geography, plan and development, economics, econometrics, finance, economic and econometric. It means that if you bring anything physics to this journal, chemistry, sciences to this journal, no matter how good, because it's not within the scope of this journal, it will be rejected. It will not get to the editor. It will be the ROA that will reject it. So if you want to view document that this journal has published since 1973, you click on view a document. You can view and download document. Now, if you want to set document alive, that means you like this journal, you want to follow up, you subscribe, you just click. So once you subscribe to this journal, anytime that the journal releases issue, you'll be notified. Now, the next thing you check is the impact factor. Is it Q1? Is it Q2? Is it Q3? Is it Q4? If you look at the site score, 12.7, very high. That means that is the proportion of, for each paper published, what is the likelihood of the paper being accepted across the globe? If you look at JCRO, that is the Schemago Journal Report, also very high, 2.3. Do you have this one is very important. SNIP, that is a SOX normalized impact factor per paper. So for each paper published, what is the likelihood for it to be accepted? Now, if you come down here, this is very important. This is where the site score lies. This is 98%. The highest in our Scopus is 99. This journal. So I remember telling you that this journal has different area of research. If you look at sociology and political science, the site score is 98%. If you look at social science and development, site score 97%. Geography, planning and development, site score 97%. Economics, econometrics, and finance, site score 96%. This is a very strong Q1. Any journal that scores from 75 and above is a Q1. So I would recommend, as researcher, I would recommend you to try this journal. I would recommend you try this journal. So this journal is a strong Q1. Okay, let's move ahead. Or if you have any journal that you want to test, you can put any one journal in the chat box. Let's see, or at your leisure, you can experiment. Now, let's move to Web of Science. So this is how to know if the journal is in Scopus and this percentage of the journal of Scopus and the area, the impact factor on Scopus. Okay, now I'm done with Scopus. So I want to check if the journal is in Web of Science. Is it Web of Science? So I'll just go to Web of Science page, JCR. From the link, you can copy the link on the chat. Okay, I'll just go to Web of Science. Don't log in to check. Web of Science. Yes, this is a Web of Science JCR. Now I'll tell you the difference between Scopus and Web of Science. I will tell you. Can you see my Web of Science page?
Yes.
Thank you. I will use the same journal. What development? Or if you have any journal, you can let me know. What development?
There are some journals they put on the chat, so we can try it out.
Okay, Scopus on Web of Science.
Since you are not on Web of Science, you can try Web of Science.
Okay, maybe let me go with those. Okay, Prof, help me call one of the journals.
One is quarterly review of economics.
Quarterly review
of economics. Another one is
okay, let me pick one first.
okay.
Yeah, quarterly review of economics and finance.
Okay, there's finance in there. Maybe there's the same thing. Another one is Journal of Monetary Economics. Journal of Monetary Economics.
Okay, let me just try our Scopus before we move to Web of Science. Okay, Journal of Monetary Economics. Journal of Monetary Economics. Yes, I have that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this journal will tell me this is 86% strong Q1. So I want to check the other information. Okay. Yeah, this journal of monetary economics will tell you years coverage from 1975 to present. I tell you the publisher is Elsevier. Elsevier is in fact one of the highly respected. I don't review for any journal, but if I see Elsevier request review, I grab it to review. We tell you the ISSN, the subject area basically on economics, econometrics, and finance. So this is where this journal specializes. Across the area, you look at in economics and econometrics, 86%. In economics and econometrics, also 85%. So you tell you, so let me mention that Scopus, the Scopus update is a profile twice a year. So any predatory journal that maybe in one way or the other manipulate its way to Scopus bid, it will not last long. Once the database is updated, it will be deleted. I will show you one now. That's, this journal of monetary economics is Q1. International Journal of.
Maybe we can continue with Web of Science so they can this
Okay.
one as
Okay, we
handsome.
can do this. Okay, handsome.
You
Okay.
know the metrics, how to do it.
Okay, let's continue with Web of Science. I will tell you the difference between Scopus and Web of Science. So I'll go with my word development. Word development is there. Now this is word development. Well, I told you that Web of Science have different category, either SSCI, either SCI, either emerging SOCs, either art and humanity, either engineering field for those in engineering. Then this, if you look at the edition, this is SSCI. And for those in social sciences, please, I will encourage you to focus more on SSCI journals. Focus more on SSCI. SSCI is accepted across the world, irrespective of the location. And mostly those guys in Asia, in China, they use SSCI very well, and across the world is accepted. So this is SSCI journal. Those in social sciences, please focus on SSCI journal mainly. Now, it will tell you the publisher. Remember, in the Scopus, was third publisher, also Elsevier. Now, the difference, this one will tell you the issues per year. So it means that this journal publishes 12 issues per year. That is monthly. But it doesn't mean that when you submit, your paper will be published in the next 1 month. No. It means that your paper have to go from peer review. And so review process can take 3 years. In fact, 2 days ago, I got one paper accepted after 4 years. So this paper publishes 12 issues per year. That means, 12 issues. That's every month. It releases an issue. Now, the difference is that this one will show you the impact factor. Look at the impact factor, 6.9, very high. 6.9. Now, show you the difference between. Now, here with the rank and fund. The Web of Science using, unlike Scopus, Web of Science using JCR, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4.
I want to unmute. Sorry, I have to mute everybody because somebody was talking. You can mute again and continue. Romanus, unmute and continue.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Can you see my slide? The Web of Science slide?
Very well.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to see. Okay, Web of Science using JCR, Journal Citation Report. This is the rank by journal impact factor. Uses impact factor Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If you look at this journal under development studies, it's rank Q1. The last year was 2022. For 2023 has not been released. So if you look at under economics also, Q1. There are so many statistics that time will not permit us to explain. Then if you look, now this is journal that are not in social sciences, that in emerging sources, using JCI, Journal Citation Indicator, doesn't use JCR. And such journals, to account for the impact factor, is so difficult. So that's why in some cases, they focus more on SSCI journal. Okay. Now, let me check the second journal, Journal of Monetary Economics, and see. So all other indicators are still here, the ISSN, ESSN, other indicator, you can check later, and there are so many indicators that time will not permit me to explain one by one because we still have other database to visit. So we tell you if the journal is open access, gold open access, and closed access. Please, if you see gold open access, just know that the journal publishes purely open access. And any journal that is gold open access, 99% assurance that the journal will collect APC. Anywhere you see gold open access, please check before you submit a paper, check the requirement, and check if it take publication fee. Now, let me check the second journal recommended, the Journal of Monetary Economics. Yeah, I see. Journal of Monetary Economics. Is it Journal of Monetary Economics?
Yes.
Okay, monetary economics. Okay, Journal of Monetary Economics. Yes, it's in Web of Science. It's also in S. You look at here, it's nursing SSCI, Social Science Citation Index. Please, I'll show it again for those of us in management, social science. Please focus more on social sciences. Look at the key area: finance, business, economics. You tell you the publisher, Elsevier. It will tell you the language, English, the country, the host country, Netherlands. And let me say this, in some cases, some editors can be biased. So if you submit a paper, for example, in Nigeria, you submit a paper, and somebody from Canada, US, Australia, Germany submit a paper, the likelihood that those guys' paper will be accepted, irrespective of the quality, is higher than your own. So I also encourage us to seek international collaboration. It affects acceptance rate as well. So the host read Netherlands, it tell you the first, that means the first year that this journal published in Web of Science, 1997, and it has been there since 1997. Elsevier, how many issues per year? 8 issues per year. That means this journal publishes 8 times in a year. Let's look at the impact factor. The impact factor of this journal is 4.1. This is the impact factor. 4.1. Impact factor of site citation. That means excluding citation from this journal. 3.9. If you look at the JCR, is it Q1, Q2 in Web of Science? This is Q2 in Web of Science. It was 2021, it was Q1 here. Then 2022 is slim to Q2. This is under business and finance. Then under economics is Q1. So this is a very good journal. So I will also recommend us to try the journal. Okay, we are not done with Web of Science. So we're not trying. Let's move to the next one. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, I have 2 links for Web of Science. This one is quite very easy. For Web of Science also, you can try this link as well. This one is very easy, but this one doesn't give you full, okay, not this. Okay, you can try this link as well. It's on the chat box. Okay, I will try word development. Yes. I hope you can still see my screen.
Yes, you can see.
Yes, you can still see word development, title word development, ISSN, EISSN, the same thing. Focus, SSCI journal, impact factor, 6.7. So if you want to view more details about this journal, you click on details. It will show you other metrics. Look at here, hybrid and open. This is I was talking about gold open access. There's hybrid. Hybrid means that it's closed access, it's free publication, but your reader will not be able to download it. You can only see the abstract. You can't read the full paper except you have subscription. Then open access option is available if you can pay the APC. But if you cannot pay the APC, you publish in hybrid. There are some that are gold open access. Gold open access, that means only open access. Journal like Helion. Helion is a gold open access. That means the journal publish only open access. The status on website tell you, is it active? Yes, it's active. The publisher, Elsevier. So when you are submitting a paper, please check if it is code open access, if it is hybrid and open access support. Okay, thank you. Then we'll now move to ABDC journal. This one is okay, ABS journal. Yes. Please, you can try the link. So this, can you see my page? Please confirm that you can see the page.
Yes.
ABS Journals Ranking 2021. 2021 is the latest update. So I'm looking for a journal. I'm eager to publish in ABS, Association of Business School Journals. Maybe I'm aiming to go to UK as a researcher one day. I want to get Q4 ABS 4-star. So I'll just search for the journal, Word Development. Look at Word Development. You can see this is Word Development. The ISSN number is still there. It tells you social science. Look at it, the scope is within the social science. Journal title, Word Development. Publisher is CEPDeR. ABS 3-star. This is, I told you that the highest is 4-star. And this journal in 2018, 3-star, 2021, same 3-star. So this is a very strong ABS. This is ABS 3. So ABS, what ABS will tell you is that it tells you the star in ABS. Is it ABS 1, ABS 2, ABS 3, ABS 4? For this journal, this is a very strong ABS journal, ABS 3. So I also recommend this journal. So for ABS, it's very simple. You just type the name of the journal and type. So I'll search for the second journal, Journal of Monetary Economics, and see if it's in ABS. Journal of Monetary Economics. This journal is not in ABS. Okay, the spelling is not correct. Check my spelling. Journal of Monetary. Okay, yes, it's in, sorry. Yes, it's in ABS. Journal of Monetary Economics. ABS, wow. Oh my goodness. This is ABS 4, the highest. In ABS. So it tells you the ISSN, the feed is economics. Journal of Monetary Economics. Publisher, Elsevier. Then from 2018 up to now, he has obtained the maximum rank, ABS 4. So you can trust the journal. It's a strong ABS journal. Q1 is Scopus and Web of Science. This is a very strong journal. So if you have any other journal, you can test.
If you can make it to work towards the end, you have like except you ask us, we can get permission to extend by some minutes. Otherwise, they can use the recorded YouTube to do some practice.
Okay, the host is sending me. Okay, let's move forward. So you take a look at the remaining one. For ABDC, just download the link in the CEPDeR.
No, you can just show those links as examples. So when you watch the YouTube, you can now know you have to check as well.
No, for ABS, it doesn't have an online portal. Just download. If you click on the link, you download an Excel file.
Okay,
the list in ABS. So except you want me to display it. Okay, if I click now. Okay, this is it. Yeah, look at it here. ABDC journal quality.
What you can also search. There's a place to search.
Okay.
On top there. Yeah.
So what development?
Yes. Wait. Let's see. What is that?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, can also search, yes.
Yeah, thank you. The same what development publisher is CEPDeR, feed of blah blah blah. So you actually look at the rank A. Here it's called A. The highest is A-star, so followed by A. So this is very strong journal in ABDC. So this you are good to go with this journal. So I recommend it. This is one of the leading journals in economics. So, okay, Prof, how many minutes left? Let me know how to.
5 minutes, so we can have 10 minutes for Q&A. Maybe.
Okay, let's increase us. Okay, thank you. Let's move on, please. At your leisure, you look at them one by one. Then Then you can send me an email after now. So now the second question you must answer is how and when to write. There's no specific time. Yeah, I just use a picture to explain how to write. You write when at work, you write. So minimum, instead of you spending
you're seeing your online screen. Maybe you can go back to your
Okay.
PowerPoint screen.
Okay, I've not shared PowerPoint, so sorry. Okay, thank you. Yeah, can you see it now, sir?
Yeah, clear. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Yeah. Okay, there's no specific time. You see, when I have time. There's one thing I learned with my supervisor when I was doing my PhD. He told me that every day, make sure you write 2,000 words. So throughout the years of my PhD, every day I was writing 2,000 words. Writing 2,000 words. At the end of the week, I compile it. And I'll be shocked what I wrote during the week. So at work, you write. Prof, if you see Prof always have one small bag, and in that one small bag, there must be a laptop inside the bag. Even during the board meeting, you see him with a smallish laptop trying to send email, trying to do one or two things. Always have your laptop with you as a researcher. You at home, you write. But how do you combine family life and research life, and also your teaching life? When you are playing, you write. When you are sleeping, make sure that your laptop, your biro and pen are beside you, so that if you remember anything by inspiration, just put it down. Okay. Then how to publish. Yeah, this is how to publish. Since time, I would like to spend time here. So this is how to publish. Please know that if you can see this slide, if you can see this guy, this is the author that is writing, trying to write. Please know that as you are writing, there are some people waiting for you to butcher the paper you are writing. If you look at this guy, this is the editor. The editor here carrying knife and machete, waiting for this guy to submit for them to slaughter the paper. And if you mistakenly escape the editor, it goes to the reviewer. If you look at the number of reviewers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these guys are not smiling. So they're waiting for your paper to be slaughtered. So don't give them the room to slaughter your paper. Now, let's go to the author. The author will write. The author will write, edit it, and submit a paper. So when a paper is submitted, it goes to the editor. Before it gets to the either chief editor, the session editor, or the associate editor, it goes to the office straight. When it goes to the office, it goes to the RA for quality check. They check if it's formatted. If it's not formatted, they will return it. No matter how good is your paper, please only check the formatting, references, and all that. If it passes the RA, it goes to the session editor. The session editor passes it to the associate editor, which will, if you escape, the associate editor will know that is it within the scope or not. Now, some editors are very funny. They will not, if your paper is rejected within 1 week, you are very lucky. If you rejected within 1 week, you are very lucky. So once it passes the editor's deck, it's go to the reviewer. So the reviewer will review and send a recommendation, success or failure, to the associate editor. Now the editor reviews the decision by the reviewers and make his own decision, either to accept or to reject the paper and send back to the editor. So the editors are very busy. Once they see that, oh, these people, I don't like this guy's from Nigeria. No, last year we published so many from Nigeria, now we don't want to accept. So the bulk of the decision depends on the editor. And please expect rejection at this point. Once you check the submission status, you see awaiting editor's decision. Expect anything can happen. So one of the ways to succeed in publication is that I put them, number one, understand the peer review process and embrace rejections. And last week, Dr. Judy is talking about rejection. Rejections are the opinion of the reviewer and editors. Their opinion can be wrong. Please don't take it personal. The editor's opinion can be wrong. It doesn't mean that your paper is not good. Your paper may be good and still be rejected. The editor can tell you, I don't like your work. I don't like the country of focus. I don't like. Yeah, so your paper can be rejected, not because it's not good. It's based purely on the editor's opinion. In fact, for my few years I've served as editor here early on, I've received some comment from the reviewer and say, reject this paper. I go through their comments. So I said, no, I can't reject this paper. I will invite another reviewer to review it. And the people, some cases, the paper accepted and published. So the both depends on the editor. So we write to please the editor. So when the paper is rejected, please don't take it personal. Please don't take it personal. It's the opinion of the reviewers and the editor, not necessarily in some cases, the quality of the paper. Okay. Like here, another way to publish in high impact journal is collaboration. Now, this collaboration, how do you collaborate? How do you choose your partners to write with? Now, this is this guy's Dr. Jones with his mentor, Professor Scott. So this guy, Dr. Jones, wrote a paper expecting Prof to give a comment. Prof promised him that he will contribute to the paper. Prof just told him, I'm not interested in what the paper is about, Dr. Jones. I just want you to put my name on the author list. Wow. So how do you choose your collaborators? Is it those that will contribute to the significant improvement of the paper, or those that just want to say, I better put my name, promotion? Don't you know promotion is coming next month? Put my name. So if you are choosing your collaboration, I will encourage you that you choose collaboration. Yeah, because of time, I put some exercise here that we should have done, but because of time, maybe. So in your collaboration, are you choosing senior relationship or junior-senior? That means from your AL is working with the professor. Are you comfortable in that way? Or peer-to-peer, your level? If you are working with your high level, like in the case of Dr. Jones, when you're working with a professor that doesn't understand, you can't, if you send the guy, tell you 3 months, you will not get a response. 5 months, you will not get a response. And you can't disturb the guy. You cannot call him anyhow. But if it's peer-to-peer, it's a bit easier. If it's your level, you can call the guy anytime, send him anytime, bunch on him in his office anytime. So if you are choosing a collaboration, please choose widely. Choose widely. Now, this is another case. This is a true life case. That this is a paper authored by 5 people. If you look at the authorship, if you look at the authorship, number 1, this is John Smith. John Smith is a graduate student who wrote the paper only to discover his committee did not think it should be included in the statistics. If you look at the second author, B.D. Jones. B.D. Jones is the 50-year graduate who need this paper, this publication to fill out his CV, but did not actually work on the paper. If you look at the third author, Anna Libru, which is lab tech, who made sure that the equipment worked, but this guy did not contribute anything to the paper. If you look at the fourth author, undergraduate, who did the work, this is the person that did the work. If the person that did the work, that did the actual work, can find himself at the fourth author. If you look at this guy, this is a professor, famous scientist. This guy didn't know that his name is in the paper. Just put a name that the paper will get acceptance. Once the reviewer see this guy, know that this is a big guy. Then if this guy also, personal investigation, who brought in the cash, did not contribute. So in this case, I put a little exercise, but since time is not on our side, I was wanted to ask, who do you think should be the lead author? Is it the John Smith? Is it the lab tech who did not contribute to the paper? Or is it the guy they put in it so that the paper will fly in high impact journal? So this is how we should collaborate. At early stage, that's at early stage, maybe before PhD, GA, AL, middle stage, that's like postdoctoral level, between stage of maturity to maturity, that when you're from SL above, you have entered your maturity stage. So at early stage, 60 to 70% collaboration. So 60 to 7% collaboration. Seek to contribute to existing work, maybe by your mentor. Try to publish in rated journal 3 or 4 star. Your peers should be 4 to 30%. Then this case, don't worry about mentees. You don't need to have mentee at this stage because you are trying to find your footings in research. Then at mid stage now, that is after your PhD, L2, between L2 and L1. So your collaboration has to be about 25%. In this case, you have to consider about research fellowship, postdoc, research grants, among others. So at career maturity stage, in this case, you have established yourself now. So your collaboration should be expanded. So your publication should be on those you have trained. So at this stage now, you are no longer struggling for publication. You are reaping from the fruit of your labor. Like Prof now is not worried about much publication, reaping from the past labor. From this case, you have trained people that you harvest the reward from. So maybe, I don't know if you still have time, I'll just move to conclusion. In conclusion, so far, to summarize what we've discussed so far, number one, aim at publishing in high impact journals is very good because predictive journal will not take you to the airport. Rejection are the opinion of the reviewers and editors, and their opinion can be wrong. So don't take rejection for granted. Don't take rejection for granted. I'm sure for those of us that are married, the person you are married to is not the first person you approached. So if you are being rejected, it does not mean you are not cute again. No, it means you are not within the scope. So don't take rejections for granted. Number three, collaborate wisely. Choose mentors wisely. Because you know what? Some mentors can be tormentors, especially in the part of Africa. Mentors can be tormentors. Number three, seek international collaboration to help you in acceptance. It will help move outside the walls of your university. Seek international collaborations. And number four, conduct quality research. How do you know quality research? The rigor. Conduct quality research. And your collaborator will affect the quality of the study. And the last one, as a note of warning, flee from all appearance, not just plagiarism, flee from all appearance of plagiarism, including self-plagiarism. Thank you. Special regards.
Wow, 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 wow. Please, let's clap our digital hands, physical hands, spiritual hands. The clap. Oh my God, clap, clap. That's a lot, Dr. Romanus. You can stop sharing now. I'm sorry, audience, that we are taking extra time because we could have stopped this lecture because it's one of the hub. We are receiving questions and questions for everybody. Yeah, I think most of the questions during the comments we tried to answer them. But if somebody have any burning question, burning so much in your head, we don't want you to have heart attack. So please, you can raise your hand, or you can put it on the comment chat, whether here on YouTube or whether here on YouTube or on here in the Zoom platform, or we take it up. So I want to ask that we take few minutes to just. I'm sorry we're behind time, but just few minutes, spare us few minutes so we can answer those questions. Yeah. If you have any question that's burning in your heart, you can raise your hand or put it on the comments. Although most of the comments we are responding to them while the class was on. Please, team member, let's check YouTube and see whether we have any.
I think I have a question here. What makes a journal predatory? Is it in their section? What do we say about local journals not index, either Scopus, Web of Science? Can we say they're predatory? The answer is yes, no. There are some journals that are not predatory. Predatory journals are not just journals that are not indexed in Scopus or Web of Science. The best way to know a predatory journal that asks, their main aim is to make money. And if a journal is not listed in the directory of open access journal, I think it can consider as a predatory journal. So I just tell you that one of the ways to escape, because there are some journal you may not know is predatory. One or two as I have fallen victim of predatory journals that my money was collected and the paper was not even published. Another one, the journal was cloned, the same name, the same ISSN number. The journal claimed to be in a Scopus. Up to now, the journal is not in there. So one of the ways to escape is to publish on Scopus or Web of Science. And the publisher will know. From the publisher, you will know. Check the past publishing. Is it in Scopus? Is it indexed in Web of Science? Though it does not mean if a journal is not indexed in Web of Science or Scopus, it's predatory. No, it does not mean it's predatory. There are some journals not in Scopus and Web of Science, but they are not predatory. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Maybe I'll try to answer a few ones that came from Olumide and Adeleke Oluwayemisi. Olumide was saying that some Nigerian journals have low impact scores. Can they be increased or do we avoid them? Yeah, I will just give this practical experience. Last year I was elected as a member of a council of Nigerian Economic Society and as associate editor. What our main task was to increase the impact of the journal. Because the journal has been established in 1959, one of the oldest in the country, but it's not well cited. So what we do is enhance our online presence and encourage quality submissions and also citations. So we can also promote our local journals. But if it's a journal that's owned by society, you can trust it because maybe accounting, most of the professions have their own society journals. This one that is dedicated to a society philosophy, and they have people who review for them, so you can trust them. That's similar to Adelike's question. Yeah, university-based journals too. Well, I want to give 2 answers here. University journals too should be reputable, but at times, most university journals don't survive too long. You have a volume 1, number 1, issue 1. After issue 2, before you know it, if the person who has the vision, maybe it was HOD, leaves the office, in most cases, the people coming after him may not pursue it. So most university journals don't survive long. So it can also be guided accordingly. Okay. Yeah, do you have more questions as we begin to round off? Let me go to the last thing I'll say to appreciate. Let me share my screen. If you have questions, please, we see 7 for a few minutes. We'll be ending the session in few minutes, by 5 minutes time. Okay, I want to use can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll stop. Please, 1 minute, please. Hold on. That's so. Just also mention that in my open remark, thanks, Romanus, we also give us call for some of these questions. We are hopeful that by God's grace, we'll be having some practical sessions with our premium members, and that's how to remind us that by end of June, we close the first phase of call, so we can begin to take it further. So if you're still interested, let's join quickly to that premium group. Like I said to somebody, the training has left the station. Let's hop in and not be left behind. And this is to personally, on behalf of DIaDeRC, and no, myself and my family, to appreciate the various birthday wishes that we receive. My birthday was on this. I was told I was born on the 6th of June. I was not there when I was born, and I believe. And thanks a lot as for the comments. But even the media team, with them and knowledge, this is a very wonderful documentary, and which has almost gone viral. So it's on YouTube. DIaDeRC YouTube, you can check it out and be blessed. And not only me, I have other team members who are celebrating. Lovett was after me. I was on the 6th of June. Hers was on the 7th of June, one of our team members. And this other lady, hers was today, night of June, one of our Pride DIaDeRC member. But during ASMN 1.0, she was the only one that worked me in the studio. Now I have almost like 5 persons with me here. So I've grown, but that day it was just me and her. And I'm happy that God is rewarding her. She currently at the World Bank office in Nigeria as a World Bank fellow, doing a lot of things over there. So once again, I want to appreciate everyone for the birthday wishes. Thanks a lot for the love and care. So we are now good to go. Let's stop recording. If you have any question, we don't expect you to finish everything now. You can go back again on YouTube, and I want to also end YouTube streaming. Please, let's end YouTube live. 1 minute.